Hi, today's video is all about the F word. And no, I don't mean that F word. I want to talk about forgiveness. Now wait, don't scroll past the video yet. If you had a visceral reaction or maybe you found yourself rolling your eyes, this message might just be for you. So I read a quote this morning that said something along the lines of, the hardest thing I've ever had to do is forgive someone that wasn't sorry. And it really got me thinking about forgiveness in my own life and actually how that's evolved over the years, because I used to think that in order to forgive somebody, I had to, first of all, I couldn't be angry anymore. Like I had to get over all my anger before I could even think about forgiving them. And that I also needed an apology. And I was really thinking on how many times in my life that really kept me stuck, because sometimes you're not going to get the apology. And, what actions do I need to take to move past that? Because I want to live my best life. I want to have freedom and joy. And it's really hard to have freedom and joy when we're carrying around all this baggage. And there's actually a really great quote that says, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. And what happens there is that you're the one that gets burned. Because I'm sure you can probably think of times in your life where maybe you felt angry with somebody and they didn't even know it. Or maybe you're still carrying around anger to someone that's not even in your life anymore. Or maybe they're not even on earth anymore. So I think that the place to really start looking at this stuff is, what's your belief around forgiveness? Do you believe that it's possible to forgive somebody that hasn't apologized? And if you don't believe that, what are some steps you could take to look at that for yourself? Because from an energetic perspective, anything that you're still carrying around, it's weighing you down. And honestly, it's stealing your joy. So you're not hurting that other person, you're hurting yourself. Now, I know that forgiveness is not easy, and I'm certainly not suggesting a spiritual bypass. I always like to say, don't skip the F you to get to the bless you. Forgiveness is a process, and it's not just like you wake up one day and, oh, everything's great, and I forgive everyone, and I'm gonna live happily ever after. Like, unfortunately, that's not really how this works. It's a process. And if you are feeling called to work on some of this stuff in your own life, I invite you, give me a call or even leave a comment under the video. Send me a private message. I'd love to talk about this stuff and I love to support people, but I can't support you if you don't reach out to me. So shoot me a message. I'm here for you. Thanks.